Hello. Welcome. We're back on the thing. Okay. Decided? It's the maid, right?
도련님, 떠나기 전 여하차를 타렸는데 드시겠습니까?
Young master, I have brewed some new tea. Would you buy some before in the park?
안 마시겠다고
No
해요,
way.
훈우 씨.
And
어제
we see
편집에서
this
그런 거
sort of
있었어요?
park.
아무도 믿어서는 안 된다고요.
저는 괜찮아요.
I'm okay. I love some tea, Siren.
네, 도련님.
Yes, young master. Unloose Siren tea.
그러다가 혹시나 차
Hey,
안에
that
무슨
tea could be
독이라도
poisoned.
있으면
I know we have Dante here, but
아무리
you're being
단테
too
씨가 계신다
reckless.
해도 너무 무모하잖아요.
단테님이 계셔서
I wasn't being reckless on account of having Dante around. If I was, I would. And if it really had been poisoned, I would easily ready Dante in the process.
그저 수빈이 이렇게
I just even if she becomes a lot less friendly, Siren still Siren.
문제 없을 거라고 생각했어요.
So I thought it would be okay. That's when I realized Siren's odd change of character was reminiscent of those we'd seen earlier in the back streets of the state. Siren went through a lot of revivals, didn't she?
맞아요.
Yes, she's my closest maidservant, so she was on the most extensive version of a life insurance. So when you say Zaiden's still Zaiden, you mean that her memories are still intact? Yep, left shirt doesn't actually decay your memory.
건드리지는 않으니까요. 하지만 점점
But still, you slowly
풍화되어 간다고 해요.
rode away like a stone weathering mercilessly. Dust and rainstorms, the memory shrinks and shrinks slowly, losing its definition until the form itself is lost.
아, 한때 그러한 모양의 바위가 있었구나.
It only leaves the faint sensation that the stone was once there until it was no more.
하지만 전
But I hope that faint sensation remains a warm remembrance to Zaiden at least. Zaiden quietly went away to the tea set. We cannot tell if she had Honglu or if she cared at all, if she did. Regardless, we left her to her job and made our way to the Palanquin that was waiting to take us to the round 2 bit.
사활권 전쟁을 앞두고 있을 때
Why'd she have to meet the foes and deadly?
먼저 해야 할 것은
Normally, most sinners would have laughed off Otis for being overdramatic, but today, they were all listening intently to her every word. We've already had several close run-ins with candidates and factions, and even a formidable Hoshio pack. Those experiences were more than enough to convince us that this was the time to take her seriously.
조적의 정보에 대해
We must first learn as much as possible about our primary foe,
우리에게 제일 위협이 될 만한
the one that poses us in the greatest threat, if you will, and that is Jikwa.
그자에 대해
So let's list everything we've learned about that individual so far.
잘린 사람의 목을 들고
Well, we know that he has no problem blooding his own hand. Remember how you grabbed those decapitated heads?
저희와 시춘 씨 쪽을
And we know that he
가족의
tried to
아내
ensure that
친구가
both our teams and Zichans wouldn't participate in the family hire.
자로라는 강한
And we are also aware that he is flanked by Zilu, the mighty Hishu, and Zingon, the strategist. And it seems like he was the only one. He was the one who sent the assassins from last night too, right?
네.
Alright, we know that he's definitely wary of us, so we should also stay on guard.
아시다시피 이곳 대간호는
As we all know by now, Dangwonan is led by 4 ancient and great houses: Dia, Shi, Bazu, and Wang.
제가 태어나기 전부터 이곳에는 수많은 권모술사
Ever since the times before my own birth, this place was a den of political intrigue, a jungle where a single misstep could spell your death. Today, the Geo family holds the most power and influence among the four,
그 덕에 저는 조금 더
which means that I was at the top of the world, afforded a life of luxuries and leisure, the kind of envious life that everyone looks up to and aspires to attain.
그리고 치우 형님은
But big like you, he
그 바닥 아래에 있었어요.
was beneath even the rock bottom of the same world.
바닥?
Rock bottom? A metaphor for art, perhaps?
비유가 아니라면
If it isn't, then I presume he's implying that someone pushed GQ to the depths. So,
네.
yes, many hands pushed him toward the cliff until there was no more for him to back up. So, until his only remaining choice was to plummet.
낙하뿐이었죠. 치우 형님은
Brother Q is the last surviving descendant of the annihilated Kong family. Yeah, his surname was Jia, was it? Was it not?
어머니 쪽이
His mother was from the Kong family.
아마도 그 사람을 밀어낸 손 중
His fan was probably one of the many that pushed him off the cliff.
저는
I don't think you're the kind of person to do something like that.
애써
Oh, no need to make excuses for me.
할머니와 어르신들의
Envy and jealousy came about from my grandmother and the elders' favoritism.
까마득히 높은 건물이 있었고
And where there is a zenith, so exists a nadir.
숨어들어도 벗어날 수
Hiding won't let me get away from it, so I'm going to accept it. Hong Li remained placid throughout the entire review, as though he was making some innocent commentary about the weather and the clouds going by. In fact, watch out for the ones working with the thumb too. It was Ryoshi who appeared more agitated than he was. Thumb? Oh, that walking brick she has from earlier. Yeah. You're really worried, Ryoshi. Don't you usually just... It's because he's powerful. Silence descended in the Pelican. Has Ryoshi ever called anyone straight up powerful before? No one replied. Ay. Ugh. Then there. We arrived at the venue for the second round of the evaluation. We found ourselves at some kind of deep subterranean area with limits installed inside of it. Some contestants were already rising on those lifts, but most of them have like made down here quietly and thoroughly discussed their strategies. As for us, we were slowly getting used to our presence, drawing the attention of every single person in the room the moment we entered. The contestants must now each board their lifts, descend. But then should we get going too? Feel like we were drawing way too much attention, so let's... But we were stopped by a voice calling us. Big brother Daya. Linda. About. Daya. Ah.
돼요.
Yeah. Oh, so it's Daya. Have you been well? It's seen a child who looked just like her a few times in Hong Li's memories. Remember her beaming at Hong Li as she made a mound of petals with one hand? But now she looked at him with a discernible emotion, a spear in the very same hand.
돼요.
Daya.
가주대전에 참여하게 될
Daya, I didn't think you'd be participating in the family fire. Have you forgotten that my family cannot exist unless we are in service of greater houses? I am but a blade serving a clan from the Ziu family.
그렇구나.
I see, for a big Swiss Balchai's family. Yes, I will be fighting in the service of others to the last of my days.
돼요.
Daya. Hong Li took a step toward her, but she raised her hand and pushed him away. was not a threat, but her gesture carried such resoluteness that it brought Honglu to a stop. There, I'll be departing Dangwon soon. The others have managed to leave here and experience more of the world. You're leaving Dangwon? So you leave me now? Still refuses to illuminate me just about that day? What is that day? Why? Why won't you stop smiling like that? Ah yes, Canto. Yeah, it's Canto. Then I hope you'll never come back here again. You shared an intimate bond once, yet all is for naught. Canto, I just finished. And hi, by the way, how's your day? My day's been fine. It's pretty good. Now I am unbound by the heavens, unbound by the dirt. Still lies this heart of mine, now emptiness rot. And blossom may be lovely now, but its witting sharpens the blade of woe, the blade of hurt. My bidding should never have come to pass. You always say things that are so difficult to saddening to hear. My own funeral was held long ago, and now having met you for the final time. When we meet our ends here, may each become a lone thread of formless smoke, to be scattered to the winds. That day you walked away from us. Looks like I forgot to introduce you to everyone. She's someone with whom I had a brief connection in my childhood, though I guess our reunion was made under pretty unfavorable circumstances. Yet that she has come here in service of another candidate. Yeah, it's wanting to work now. It worked yesterday too, so yeah. Sorry about the inconvenience. Your stream finally works, Sancho. That she has come here. Oh yeah, it's 1 AM right now. I meant to sleep right now, so here's something that might put you at ease. What do you mean, put me at ease? Means that we'll be enemies the next time we meet. He's saying trailed off without vocalizing sentiment inside. Connections are such fickle things after all. Last episode is easy. His AoE moves just do a lot of damage. AoE moves? And are annoying. Last episode? Okay. Honglu muttered with a faint hint of loneliness as we entered the grand lift enclosed by the 4 pillars. Hope to see you next time. Yeah, see ya. The list rises potently. When I look down, I can see the other candidates still waiting for their lists. Looking up at us, the candidates whose fate may or may not mingle in this battle. But your days be long and unending. Okay. Maya, you will never leave this place alive. Jeez, what's your problem with him? No matter what it takes, we will cut your head off. No matter what it takes. Someone screams bitterly from beneath us, but the lift does not stop. Young Honglu, are we to battle villains henceforth in this quest? But to them, we are the villains. Then they are to be evil in our eyes, had its distinction without a difference. But whatever is the case, I'm pretty sure that trying to draw a clear line between enemies and allies won't mean much. Seeing that we finally arrived at our destination as the lift has slowed down, we were greeted by a sight that at first glance appeared as though it belonged outside, but we're still clearly within the confines of Angwon. Underneath the blue sky were 2 metal gates leading into a massive glowing structure where the lights flickered ominously around the building. Looked like they decorated this huge space to look like the outside. I can't even fathom how much money they must have poured into this project. Family hierarchy evaluations, round 2. Disembodied voice echoed from the speakers without a buzz.
시작.
Begins now. The door to the left that carried us up was shut. Ah, I finally recognize where we are.
와본 적 있는 곳이야?
You've been here.
여기는
This place is
옛날에 공시가문이
the side of the former H
그
Corp
H사의
that was
태어난
once headed by the Kong family.
그때의 상처가 채
The
아물지 않은
place still
곳일
bleeds from the wounds made
텐데
then.
새로운 피가 또
Wonder if we will
덮어지려나요?
be spilling fresh blood over them today. We are surrounded by the loud and crowded bustle of the teeming audience. Is Hong Lu smiling still, as he always since our first meeting? I turned around to face him, only to see a much younger Hong Lu. The deep sorrow in the child's eyes was about to overflow, as if he were ready to burst into tears. Oh! Oh! Oh. Yikes. A mirror dungeon? It's not even the end yet. Okay. Yeah, I need a better support. Let me grind my characters real quick.
관리직 사상자는 하나도 없이 멋모르고 돌아다니던
Not the ideal way, but
사전문들만
might as well.
잔뜩 죽었더군. 역시 탄창을 쥐어주는 건 낭비라는 생.
이 정도.
Yeah, I hear you, Ryosha.
아, 간만에 바깥 공기 좋았어요.
Go ahead. There we go. I uptied all of these guys, right? I'm not gonna do anything about. Okay, let me get my support real quick for what's this fella's skills? So I know some better ideas. Yep. Where's an extra? Or this one.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네. 들 앞에서 서러워하는
Oh, the garden sorrow bear, La Mancha at
사람이야.
the flower funeral.
꽃갈기 홀로 들고
Flower rake in the hand, teardrop in eyes.
빈 가지 뿌려진 눈물엔
The color bloodstained tears upon this floral.
어젯밤 뜰 밖에서
I heard yesterday night from the garden a song of grief,
그것은 꽃넉과
an elegy of flower, and a bird departing.
가는 봄이 안타까워도
I vowed not to help the parting spring.
그 수많은 울음소리를
I surrendered
그저 듣기만
and
하는
the endless woe sans relief. Whoa! Okay. You understand now, child. There was nothing you can do. Thus, silent, windless sands stood only the desolate ruins of a building swept through and through thoroughly destroyed by a brutal, unstoppable force that was determined to leave nothing in its wakes. Remember the day ruin came to Kong family, who have brought the destruction upon themselves through the grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Hongwon is not tragedy. As such, it's a warrant no pity, only humiliation and scorn. The side of the history stands as a monument to the inevitability of karma.
그렇다면 여기가
So this
유행했다던
is the annihilated Kong family's building? Shmuel asked Hong Lu, having read the plaque on the building.
네, 맞아요.
Yes, it is.
지금은 사용하지 않는 공간이죠.
And it's no longer in use.
그렇다면
So everyone inside this building must have been.
사람들은 전부 도대체 어떤 죄를 지었길래
What kind of transgressions could they possibly have committed to be destroyed like this?
이만한 건물이 뿌리채
There was something to lay
폐허가
waste to a building of such magnitude, such totality. It could not have been a mere strife between syndicate or fictions. Something must have happened here. Nonetheless, nothing less of to leave these ruins behind.
맞아요. 아무리
You're right.
도시라고
It was
하더라도
unusual, even for the
흔히
city.
볼수 있는 풍경은 아닐 거예요. 머리가
And that's because
이곳에
the head was.
왔었거든요.
Hungry replies like it was the most obvious answer to a complicated question.
머리
The head?
금기를 어겼군요.
So the Kong family broke a
공시
taboo,
사람들이.
그 다음엔
and the sweepers came to clean up anything that was left behind. If there was any sign of whatever it was that violated the taboo. The head must have really been be a terrifying entity if the mere mention of it caused sinners to shrink so much, as if it was ambling aimlessly with the revelation. Welcome on to the evaluation. Distance. Under the body, but sonorous and excited voice broke the silence through the speakers. As in numerous complaints regarding the possible partiality issues with our previous host, just understand that I will be taking over as the host with the start of the second round. Looks like this just got kicked off the host seat. Wait, hold up a minute. Up there, are they? Don't tell me. We've got a live audience. What initially appeared to be a disputed rooftop was revealed to be where the spectator seats were installed. They were filled to the brim to the point where I couldn't spot a single empty seat.
의자까지 설치된 것으로 보면
It would be reasonable to assume
것이 맞겠군요.
that they were indeed spectators, considering the way the seats are arranged. There were some unfortunate troubles in the first round, yes, but hey, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch a family hierarchy evaluation live in person. Is it worth it? We wanted to give as many people as possible the opportunity to witness the history and making. Alrighty then, before we really get the game rolling, please give the contestants a round of applause. And cheer, let them make this challenge as the best selves. Yeah! Holy crap. What a shit. Sitting on their asses, popping popcorn into their mouths, while we're stuck shitting birds down here.
아마 내기판도 열렸을 거예요.
I'm sure they've been placing bets all night,
저희에게 거신 분은 거의
though I doubt
없겠지만
many of them bet on us.
전부 후회하게
They will regret that.
이곳
By the way, we're still indoors, right? Didn't we descend deep into the basement? Even if we did ride a lift upward, how come there's a blue sky above us? I'm gonna explain that we're still within the subterranean area of Hongwon, but most of the sinners were having a hard time believing that there's a pale blue sky above them.
홍원에 사는
Though this is practice limited to the excellent class, many have taken to installing an artificial environment with the rooms. In fact, there are several buildings with Dongwon decorated in much of the same manner.
네. 어르신들을
Yes, the
만나러
road ticket to visit the elders is similarly decorated as always so sunny and green.
창하고 푸르죠. 바깥보다도 오히려 더욱 바깥.
And it feels more like the outside than the actual outside.
그런데 저건
So what's that?
뭐야?
I realized that Roger was looking at a parasol. It was installed in such a random place that I doubted that it was actually there for anyone to sit under.
저건
Oh, that's a
파라솔이네요.
parasol.
파라솔인 건 나도 알지.
I know what a parasol is, right? Alright. I'm asking what the old thing is doing here. All it's in on. Only tilted his head, thinking.
발톱을 이끌고
A real
온
big
어떤
shot who brought
미션이
the claws
저기에
watched the whole
앉아서
thing
모든
from
걸
that seat.
지켜보고 있었거든요. 그러니 4대 가문이
The four houses
저
left the parasol there
치우지
because
않은 이유는 길이길이 기억하라는
they wanted it
의미겠죠.
to be the lasting reminder, a warning for the remaining houses too.
경고이기도 하고요. 기억이요?
Reminder for what?
허락되지 않은 것을
Now we must seek what is not permitted to us.
분수에 맞게 살다
That we should know our place,
분수에 맞게 떠나는
live the life we deserve, and part from this world the way we deserve.
이라고
Said the
어르신들이 말씀해
others.
주셨답니다. 이제 들어갈까요?
Shall we enter now? Well, we all get about like fish out of the water in this unfamiliar environment. Anglo Classy walked ahead of us to the building like he was not Dane Stroll. I know you said you heard it all from the family elders, but you saw everything that happened here, didn't you? All of it. Anglo paused, then turned around.
네,
Yes, I probably
아마도
did.
그렇답니다.
I'm starting to have less and less of an idea as to what his smile really means. Okay. Two floors? Come on, this is a big ass place. Which sees that the results of the second round of the family hierarchical evaluation will become the final results of the event. In other words, a contestant who comes first place in this round will become our next honored and venerable hierarch. Aha, as I speak, I've just been informed that the candidates have all arrived safely to their starting positions. Now, are you ready to get round two rolling? Hey, Nakati was the only one who gave an enthusiastic reply. Now, one must be done. Like the first bastard we see. What else? It's supposed to be a simple battle after battle, isn't it? Oh my. Looks like we have some hot-headed contestants here. Ready to go even before my distractions or introductions are complete. But don't you think it would be helpful for you to hear the full set of rules and regulations before getting into the game?
그렇다는데요.
Dear candidates, please expect the area near your entrance to locate a bundle of coins with a rope threaded through them. Ooh, this must be the voice speaketh, what the voice speaketh of. But what might be the purpose of these round curiosities? Money? Now here's the prevailing jingle jangle. Maybe it's some kind of local currency.
아니.
As the host just told us to let her finish, didn't she?
사회자가 말하지 않았나요?
Now, these coins have just become the most important things in the world. Wanna know why, friends? That's because from the very moment, the coins represent how much life each of the candidates have left. Life tokens, if you will. Those must make a haste. Take these life tokens of life, young Honglu. The life depends on thee. Blood drains from Don Quixote's face as she hastily tried to return the bundle of coins to Honglu, but Heathcliff casually snatched it out of her hand. Let me see that last. These look like coins, but aren't actual cash. So, how are these life tokens again? Now you must have been wondering, like, how are these life tokens again? I knew you would be absolutely right to ask that question. I'm going to explain the rules of the second round of family hierarchical evaluations. Each candidate must keep their coins secured by the rope threaded through them. and attach the bundle to their
안
waists.
보이는 곳에
Hiding them, swallowing them, hanging only some of them on your waist, and keeping the rest in your pockets. Basically, any behavior that does not allow them to be on the full display at all times. This calls for disqualification.
실격이라는 건
Disqualification. Take this rope now. Put faffling it about and tie it around your waist.
히스클리프 씨가 뺏어간 거
Aren't you the one who
아니었나요?
snatched it away?
모든 후보자는 각각
If you have been given 3 coins at the start of the game,
동전을 모두
if you lose all 3 of your coins, you'll immediately be eliminated. This must tie the desperate knot upon the bundle of coins. Never let this knot be undone.
안 그래도 하고
You're
있어요.
working on it, alright?
아, 그렇게
아하.
조급해하지 않으셔도
I
될
don't think
텐데요.
there's any need to hurry. In the second round, you'll have a total of 2 hours to collect as many coins as you can. Might want to get on with it, but as candidates' rankings will be decided by the number of coins they each have.
이걸 이렇게
So that
걸면
time's
되는
supposed to
거네요.
hang it.
어?
Oh, be careful with that.
조심히 다뤄라.
어지간해선 안 떨어질 거니까.
Well, shoot a sword cutting through it. It's
깊은
staying
아니면
put. I've seen
끊기도
to it. Look at that. It's 3 coins down hanging from Hongmu's waist, threaded by a rope. With that, let the second round of hierarchy evaluation commence. Second round begins, and the 2-hour time limit begins to count down. Oh, this is gonna take so long. Not only is it big as shit. Yeah, not only is it big as shit, I could have to go through all of this and go through the second floor. Ugh. Okay. Temporary alliance. Is it gonna be with each other again?
이제부터 마주칠 후보자들에게
It's one thing to keep our
동전을
coins as
뺏기지
safe
않는
as
것이
possible for
중요하지만
any candidates you might come across, but
그 말을 역으로
it might
하자면
also mean that our only means to getting more coins is by taking them from the other candidates.
그래.
Good point. Unless we are informed of a new rule in the game, you must also prioritize taking as many coins as you can from the other candidate.
네, 동전을 많이 보유한
Yeah, the host said that our ranks are decided by how many coins we have.
1차 가주 심사의
The structure of the first round of the hierarchy evaluations has been an open secret for a long time.
블로불사의 단서를
To find a clue toward freedom from aging and death.
하지만
However, the only information that has been made public regarding the second round of the evaluation is that it will be a martial contest.
숨겨진 규칙이나
Indeed, there may be secrets or rules that the hosts have intentionally neglected to reveal to us. However, it is a likelihood that, in terms of information advantage, all participants in this game are equally under-equipped.
따라서
This leads to the Bridgerton that should we engage in the usual form of confused brawls,
중간은
should we at least place somewhere in the middle of the path.
어머 왜 그렇게
Oh, don't be such a downer, Thal.
목표를
We gotta make it to the top 2 at least to get what we came for.
그래도 아직은
Well, at least we're not under attack.
없는 것
That's-
같네요.
So Claire gingerly scouts the surrounding area, anxious that another candidate might suddenly jump out of nowhere and snatch all of Hongmu's coins away.
아직도 적의 활동은 전혀
Not
포착되지
an enemy
않는다.
detected yet.
아직
Otis muttered something as similar as she marched forward on high alert, standing protectively next to Hongmu's bundle of coins.
할수 있을런지
Not sure if
모르겠지만
it's good, I think, but at least the huge size of this building means that we won't be running into other candidates left and right.
여기저기 많이도
PvP machines are everywhere.
카메라를 향해
I seem to people making threatening gestures at the cameras up here, but please be informed that others will. You break the camera, you pay up with a coin of your own.
방금 받은 규칙.
Pretty sure she just made up the rule.
아, 이 복도를 따라가면
We should be able to keep
길이
moving
이어졌던 것
by
같아요.
following this hallway. Despite everything, Honglu still remains calm. Honglu, you've been here before, haven't you?
네.
I
하지만
have,
다른
but I don't
후보자분들은
suppose
아닐
any other
거예요.
candidate have. Oh, except Big Brother Q,
아니,
maybe.
치우 형님이라면 왔을 수도요. 그리고 이곳에 걸음을 했던 적이
Besides,
있는
anyone who's ever set foot here already stopped.
그래도 길을
At least we
잃으려는
won't
없으니
have to worry about
다행이네요.
getting lost, so that's nice.
방금 너무
It's absolutely about to spill something before he decided to spy his tongue, right?
그런데 나
So guys, I have this weird sinking feeling that I just can't seem to shake.
우리가 갔던 대관원.
Dongwon, this place is huge, right? Like stupidly huge, right?
가마를 타고 한참
Like to think about it. We chatted a while on the Pelican before we got anywhere near Honglu's room.
사슴인지 뭔지도
Yeah,
우리는 어떻다고.
apparently they have deer frolicking in the guard, all like for themselves.
그런 공간들을 냅두고
Alright, so why are they holding the
이런
family
선택한
hierarchy
곳에서
evaluation?
가주 대전을 벌이는 건데
Abandoned building. I guess when they've got more than enough space to spare them.
그것도 모르나.
Simple. Art deserves an
내
exhibition
슬픔은
of equal
걸맞은 곳에
extravagance.
전시되긴 마련이다.
왜 굳이
Well, okay, but why?
번거롭게
Why drag us all the way
전투에
out here? It's almost like
마치
they're trying to show us
감소시켜주려는
something.
것 같잖아.
어떤 걸?
Show us what?
대관원에 대한 자부심과
Writing warrior of
영광을
Dongwon and the
그리고
cautionary tale of the House of the Conquered family.
본보그래야지
So that prospective hierarchy, the other candidates would have been reminded of their downfall.
우리를 습격하려는 불청객이
We're asking you, intruder, here to ambush us. Students all immediately took a defensive stance at the sudden appearance of a different candidate. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to fight, guys.
싸우기 위해 온 게 아니거든. 1차 대전에서
Saw you guys earlier back during the first round.
신기한 기술.
Also saw that interesting healing method of yours. I'm guessing that's what you used to get past the first round of the Hierarch War.
홍루 씨.
Do you know this guy, Hong Ne?
모르겠어요.
I don't know, but I think he's from the Wang family, though.
왕씨 가문분이신 것 같네요.
Although I haven't heard exchanged many
나눠본
words
적은
with him before.
별로 없지만요.
왕자우
Wang Zhao, not surprised you don't know who I am.
마주칠 일이 적었을
It's not like I give you much of a chance to get to know me. I was always the type for sitting in my room, passing time reading books. If he's not here to fight, is he here to make an alliance? Listen here, fella. We're not here to make any friends, right? We've had enough bad experiences with it, as it is. Yeah, totally. I get you guys. I'm not here to make an alliance either. Just thought maybe we could at least travel out together. Given that our goals don't seem to clash, not actually here to looking for to become the next hierarch. My goals are the. How should I put this? Well, like wanted to become a pal. Again, as Ding Peng. I have enough self-awareness to know that confidence due is too much for me. Let me give you a demonstration catch. Ooh, what'd you get? First of all, definitely snapped the coin out of the air with one hand.
야, 나이스
Dang, nice
캐치,
catch, man. This is a real coin or one of those life tokens?
목숨값이라던.
Well, feel free to buy into it if you don't believe me.
야, 빨리 해봐.
Buy into it.
과 같은 연질금 속에
Method material is sinking in fact is not made for this metals such as gold. Why would you just...
줘도 되는 건가요?
Are you sure this is a good strategy?
글쎄,
Well...
사회자가 곧
I'm sure our dear host has something to say about that. The host's voice buzzed from the speakers not long after his Wang Zhao's reply. The higher candidate has willingly handed over his coin to another. Yeah, of course, the candidates are permitted to trade coins and favors among each other. Not necessarily having to take them by force, you may use it to convince others to do your bidding, or use them to formulate various strategies.
화폐라는 상징을
But
채택하는
it didn't have to use coins as the representation of token, simply appropriate. Most of the team immediately catch on to what's going on, huh? Took her a moment to react to what Yoshi was doing in front of the camera, too.
정확한 통찰이십니다,
A high
관리자.
discerning observation excited manager. It appears that she's chimes in to commentate before the actions of each candidate.
관객들에게 행동에 대해
I just keep the audience informed on the actions of the candidates.
역시 이럴 줄 알았어. 반드시 빼앗을
We don't have
일은
to take the coins by force after all. Zhao muttered with some satisfaction while the speakers fell silent again. So,
이거
would you like to have this back now?
다시 돌려줘야 하나요?
그럴 필요 없어.
Don't worry about it. Consider it my token of appreciation for helping me figure out the game.
주니까
Sure, thanks for that coin, I guess. But are you sure it's a good strategy to just give away your coin like that?
목표가 1등이라면 동전 하나에도 일희일비하겠지만 아까
Well then,
말한
if my goal was to come in first place, but like I said earlier, I'm more of a prey animal than a predator.
피식자는 말이야.
Prey animals like myself have to remain highly aware of their surroundings and observe, and once you get good enough at that, you'll see which of the prospective candidates should hold the most coins.
누구인지 알 수 있거든. 그게 나의
And that's our strategy.
오, 그게 우리
Ooh, and that's us, huh? Are you saying that we're the team that deserves to hold the highest number of coins? Hey, I'm starting to feel pretty optimistic. Gee, it's a real refreshing to finally have recognize us like this, you know?
입에 발린 말이다.
Sure to butter us up. This man is just knowing boiled. Either scheme and winning schemer.
그래도 시작.
So we're already at 4 coins right now. From the get-go, I'd say it's a good start, huh?
이러다가
Might actually end up
정말
coming
1등이라도 하는
first
거
or second.
아니려나 모르겠어요.
그래서 어때?
So when you say informational advantage can be a significant variable that's early in the game,
나는 너희의
I'll follow you, seek my chances to feel out the game while you gain information.
적당히 서로 얻을
It's a win-win, right? We both get what we want, and we'll go our separate ways when the time is right.
어떻게 하죠?
What should we do? I don't think he looks agile enough to step in the back and steal our coins.
그렇게
Claire asks, giving Zenglu a side-eye.
무작정 동맹을 맺자는 것도
I think it makes the case it's not he's offering us an alliance out of blue. Like instead, it's a nice win-win strategy for parties.
어떻게 하시겠습니까, 관리?
The citizen's yours, the executive manager. It does not seem like he has any ulterior motives. Perhaps we could use our superior numbers to demand more coins from him in return for letting him accompany us.
동전 한 개의 이익을 확보하였어.
And then probably have one addition to coin that's already been secured if alliance with individual causes you concern. We rush our choice to simply cut ties while we are ahead. Today's arguments are sounded pretty reasonable, so I tried to single Hong Lu, the actual candidate of the family hierarchy war, but any thoughts of this Hong Lu? I think they all sound pretty nice. His reply is tersely, chilly, and thoughtless. It seems to me he's still unwilling to make a single choice. Next us out the office. Please get up on him for any sign.
맡겨만 주십시오.
Place the most faith to carry out the task, executive manager.
부탁드려요.
Let's do this, Wang Zhao.
그래. 잘
Okay.
부탁한다. 가보.
Yeah, bye.
여전히 대관은
So, are you sure it's still the favorite child of Dongwon? Silence.
저 가복이 인사드리는
Ji Bao, you stand and it's in his greetings to you.
아, 그래. 보기가 왔구나.
Welcome, what about you?
오랜만이구나, 보가.
It has been a while about you.
보가
That's enough about you. You're a good boy.
대답을 해야지 않겠니?
네.
Okay.
역시 언제 봐도 어렵게.
So it was pretty illustrious as always.
대관원의 변치 않는 오기라는
Surely the
말이
unchanging
아니에요.
appreciated.
좋겠어요, 가모님.
You must be so happy to have him, Venerable GML.
아, 제가 그
So he's about you, kid.
뭐야?
Really? I thought you looked more special. That's pretty unimpressive in person. Yeah, Mom told me about him. Shush, you can't just talk to him. I think he just looked at me.
그런데 제가 왜 그렇게
So why do they all love him
거야?
so much?
몰라.
No, maybe because they painted it inside gold or something.
좋겠다.
Also not to be loving father by everyone the moment you were born.
그런데 쟤
Why does he look so...
저 아이는 죽을 때까지
Ted will never suffer once to his dying days. Yeah, be in for it, but I don't know. I don't know why he's such a smileless child. Ain't these measures for Blockhead's eyes only? Why can't we see him too? Saw that too? It appears that the gradual construction of the jet wooden bow is expanding Dante's ability to fathom. Is it? I'm not so sure myself.
지금은 그런 정도로 충분합니다, 단테.
That's enough for now, Dante. Perhaps the spells will become controllable in the future, be used as one sees fit. Didn't see it. I think this is how I'd be sharing my shield with everyone. If Wang Zhao has also made it to the dungeon of Fathoms alongside the rest of us, he must have seen Kong's past as well.
다들 뭘 그렇게 멍하니
Why are you guys all
있어?
standing around? Don't tell me your strategy is to stay here. For the whole thing to blow over, is it? Oh, hello. Bamboo had a Kim. Hello. But it seems that the vision was for our eyes only. Like the Hong that we know, the young version of him did not have even a trace of that familiar smile. His eyes were fixed to the ground, silence, and that was all he did. Looks like he was a little sad. And the fact that Tang Hong deals 0.5 damage for every coin. Ooh. Okay. Mother of... Oh, yeah, that's not so bad.
내 명을 들은 시비수 결집이다.
This.
조용하지? 언제 봐도 믿기지 않아. 이렇게나 조용한 곳이 곧 아비규환으로 변할 사실.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, there's not much, so I might as well do it like this.
불가 위야 막아내지 못해.
35.
규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야? 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮을 텐데.
Build like all those coins.
재밌네.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that bad.
좀더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Okay. Feeling like a lot of them.
그래, 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
Why only that one? Okay, okay, you guys go fight the other one.
좀 의지만 하고.
Failed like almost all of its coins. Okay. Dead. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
고생되었다.
Thought to be a stooge, and have a rotten night.
What am I looking at? Oop, I accidentally did that. Just get me out of that. Didn't know why you sent me that, but okay. Anyways, what they're doing? Yeah, right. What is this? Task direct. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
아는 것을 모른 채 할 순 없으니.
Broken and battered entry card. Maybe it opens the door to somewhere.
제한 명령 지역으로
Why not? I might as well.
조용하지? 언제 봐도
Alright.
믿기지 않아.
Just go ahead.
어디까지 가고 이렇게나 조용한 곳이 곧 아비규환으로 변할 거란 사실.
Better hit it. Yep. And demolished.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Alright, alright.
토끼를 뽑다.
Alright.
저들을 도려내라. 묘야.
Oh shit, double team.
길을 열어. 숨을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
징계팀에서 다
And just slam on this one.
멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나 봐.
Climb him out. Are you kidding me? No. No, bad. Bad, don't all go for him.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못해. 이제 깨우치지.
Push him off.
이만치 줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그래.
There we go.
놀만치 노른 것 같은 게 이제 싸게 치어불고 들어가자. 고생들이었다.
Had to do that. Very dusty. Very, very dusty. Bro, this guy is still... Jeez. We've driven us down the hallway Honglu found, walking in awkward press silence, until Wang Zhao broke it. I've been meaning to ask, are the rumors true? What rumors? There was that Zhang Zichun lost her Yoshi pack. Who knows? Tell me something valuable, and I might just hand it over in another coin. Wang Zhao suggested just speaking broadly at the coins, stealing from myself. Fortunately, I have lost touch with Zichun after we arrived at Hangwan. So I don't know any details myself. Alright, okay. So we'll see in due time. As you know, losing your Yoshi pack is a bigger loss than losing a limb. The rumors are true that she must have been having a pretty hard time out here. Zichun, I wonder if she's doing okay. She'll be okay with like always, she's a plucky one after all. Somehow Hongwu ended up accompanying Sinclair. They continued down the hallway, chatting. Eventually found ourselves before a shut gate. Let's head inside. It's not that hard. Second floor, brother. Oh wow. Not as I would be going up here, but okay. Heavy sheath family necessary. Oh, wow.
출진.
여긴 실험실이었던 것 같네.
It looks like a laboratory.
남아있는 건 없군.
There's nothing left, not even a blood fragrance.
숨어있는 쥐새끼는 있지만.
No sense of scaring rat.
쥐새끼라니.
A rat?
말 조심해라. 너희는 누구지?
Know who you're talking to before you insult them. Who are you?
다른 후보자예요.
We're a different candidate clan.
안녕하세요.
Hi, I'm about you at the Geo family. I'll extended a plastic greeting.
아부, 12를 데리고 다닌다더니 왕가놈도 있잖아.
I thought you had 12 companions, Geo, about you. So what's this one guy doing here? Already made a land thing like you? But we're not outlaws. It seems like he's buying it. Yeah, he'll have well. So who is he, Unwell? He's I'm pretty sure he's from the sheep family, so he must be a sheep. She. There was an awkward silence. Hua. Come on, man.
아, 고맙습니다.
Thanks for the help. So he's Hua something.
그래, 거의 다
Good.
왔어.
Good, you're getting there. You're getting warm. Now let's.
지금 둘이 뭐예요?
What the hell did you guys do?
진짜.
Forget it. Who gives a shit anyway?
참가자들이 모두 공평하게
Candidate
동전을
D has the
가지고
same number of
있다면
points. I should prioritize finding weaker candidates like you to steal from.
대체 무슨
It's
배짱으로
beyond me where you even got
난데없이
guts to throw your hat in the ring for
누구겠지만
some
말이다.
with the family hierarch war out of nowhere.
대간원에만 처박혀 있다가
Last I heard, you're
일량처럼
city like some unemployed lout, spending years holed up in
바깥에서
Dangwon.
돌아오던 것으론
So what brings you here?
이루어지지
Had enough
않았나
of the
보지?
city tour?
다행히도 심심할 겨를은
Luckily, I
없었어요.
never had a moment of boredom.
밖에는
Found
신기한
out
것들이
so many
참
marvelous things,
많더라고요.
interesting things out there.
세상에는 지붕이 없는
Like you,
방에서 주무시는
like,
분이
did you know
있다는
there are
걸
people who out there who sleep in roofless rooms?
이게 누굴 놀리나?
I saw, do you think you're funny? I swear, I'm gonna eliminate you here.
인기가 많네.
You know how to make friends, Chung messed about you. Limbusy. What?
조용하지? 언제 봐도 믿기지 않아.
I don't care.
불가
이렇게나
위야.
조용한 곳이
Right away.
곧 아비규환과 변할 거란 사실이.
556. 81. Not that hard to fight.
도끼를
18.
춤들을 도려내라.
우리의 팀에서 다
Oh. And fail.
이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나. 그라제 그것이 극장에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
Climb him out.
태어난 곳으로
Slap him out.
돌아가.
Okay. Okay. That one. Got that one. Okay, hit it all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes. Yes, and yes. Sony. What's this? Eight? You serious? That's incredibly weak.
지금 서둘러 작업을 마치는 게 좋을 거야, 관리자님.
짐승들의 재갈을 보겠다.
Oh. Okay. Almost down the count. Okay. Okay. And okay. Nice. Nice! $16, 11, 6, 11. Nice to get some health. 22. He just got all of us. Bad, good, bad, and good.
임상시험 성공.
매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네.
Alright, and dead. How about you go for that?
짐승들의 재갈을 풀겠다.
Okay. 7, 11. Okay. 12, 17. Okay. Not that bad. Kill. Uh oh. And there goes that.
속에서 담요가 친
Should have expected that, to be honest.
목을 떨궈주마.
Okay, why that one?
뭐뭉쳐.
I gotta read the card. I gotta read things on.
이거 불구만. 싸울 생각도 없는 놈한테.
Okay. Dominating.
이린 게 하기는 하겠다마는.
Better hit.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못해.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was you. Shoot.
내가 너를 위해
I would pray for you, so I should show it.
넌 반드시 부서진다.
Okay, 9. Alright. Oh. Yes. Yes. Just had a stagger.
이 정도 탕류의 어디 교환.
Okay, you don't need to go for that one. You don't need to go for that one. That's ridiculous. I mean, sure, why not? There's a bit.
짐승들의 재간을 풀겠다.
Okay.
탕.
There we go.
조준은 필요 없지.
Okay. Okay. And okay.
앞으로 돼.
Almost dead.
아. 근데 해도 되지.
Just reading all of this.
말안 해도 알아서 잘하구만.
Fucking suck.
살고자 하는
And
모든
after
것들과
that.
함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
And alright, buddy. Go back to the lobby.
날 뛰어보라고.
Die.
놀만치 노른 것 같은 게. 이제 싸게 치어불고 들어가자. 고생들이었다.
자,
I'll hand over your entire coin
남김없이
book.
내놓도록.
Cough it up. I know you don't have any.
라고 하기에도 얼마 안 되는 개수일 테지만
But if you take all my coins, I'll be eliminated.
탈락인데.
그래. 마침
Yes,
잘
exactly.
되었군.
Are eliminated candidates subject to summary execution here?
그런 규칙은
Yeah, it wasn't a
없었어.
rule. So some candidates have finally, as of starting run-ins with one another. As a reminder, the goal of this game is to collect as many coins as possible within the given time limit. The cooperation and alliances are all well and good, but negotiations can go like smoke. Might becomes a pretty liable fallback plan. Durable. The shadows of Hongwan hiding in the corners of the arena will safely guide any colonist candidate out of the building. But resisting them is kind of a terrible idea. They're faster to act than to talk. Must have placed that horseshoe in here. What the hell? That's bullshit. Of course, if you lost more than your coins, your life, for example, suppose the horseshoe will be escorting your corpse out of here instead. You can
그렇다면
Do you like to have your corpse escorted out, or would you rather leave on your own? Board.
그 몸뚱이라도 건사하는 걸 원하나.
Fine, my coins are yours. Take them all.
마음껏 들어가십시오.
Candidate from the Chief family has been eliminated from the game. With an overwhelming, dominating display of charisma for the opposing candidates. Plan member. If you've been eliminated, please come out to the hallways, forfeit your weapons, and wait for further instructions. Please note that any eliminated candidate loses all right and privileges to pertaining to candidates' family hierarchy values and.
아, 기억났어요.
Oh, I remember now. His name was Shua Hazen. Already up to 7 coins, huh?
나쁘지 않은 수학인데?
Hey, that's not bad. Let's wrap this up in the ASAP. If the heck happens, creep pass.
사방에
You'd be sent in all directions by sorrow and tragedy. This appears to be been a laboratory for an unknown purpose. Each six eyes scan over the various machines that are mercilessly strewn about the room. Crown family laboratories, most likely. Yeah, saw the plague earlier. Apparently, their entire family got completely annihilated after presumably breaking a taboo or something. We're going by what Honglu said earlier, gathering from everything we heard about the Kong family. Before, it turns out they're all dead. Was it the time before the Jia family wanted as much power as it does now? Boy, the Kong family was really something back then. Putting in hundreds of new, groundbreaking boluses of all kinds of unique qualities can have been easy, but they somehow managed back then. Maybe the Kong family had made such impressive contributions to the city as a whole, even past the boundaries of Hongwon itself. The other families had no choice but to watch in awe as it stood like a mountain so far above them. I guess I heard they delved into various research subjects here. Yeah, despite all that glory, what awaited them at the end was tragedy. So there's no record or evidence of any kind left that can tell us what kind of experience they carried out down there. Nope, it all got purged. Anything to do with their experiment have practically atomized by the cloud that came here. Perhaps some researchers of the novel, they failed to notice the avarice spiraling out of control. A recurring development among those who passion is research. For a while, people from the high and mighty families of Hong refused to even look in the general direction of the building. They thought it was heretical that it would bring them misfortune. Of course, I was pretty young then, so all this is what the adult told me. Do you recall from then? No. Also from very young, only 10 years old, so my memories aren't very clear. But I do recall. I recall the day when the weight of the Everest broke above the heavens. And above and the earth beneath, the Kong family smote them. But our existence is as fragile as paper, bound to fade away to nothing, and this, just as they have. So I guess that's what they should always be mindful of, excess, to empty ourselves that we will not overflow. Honglu spoke so calmly and clinically about the day when countless lives were lost. Thank you so much again, everyone who was here today for the Kong family and Hongwon's eternal prosperity. Let this experiment be another resounding success for us, so that everyone in Hongwon will be a step closer to achieving immortal life. Do know that our success is guaranteed, so we would like to ask all research personnel to put their best way into every project. Do you see now? It was not a matter of formula, but rather the process, the order of formulation. Diminish the efficiency of your previous bolus. Let me just show by example. Directly mixing two diametrically opposed ingredients. Sunflower, which carries an element of fire, and fleece flour, carries an element of water, will cause a repelling reaction. What does the Kong family do in such a case? Use white coating or gold in addition of either ingredient so that they may coexist. Yes, a rudimentary application of bolus production methodology However, one thing we must know is that the halal followed by our ingredients is not defined solely by the 5 phases of 8 trigrams. So the 5 phases
다른 효능을 가지다.
are correctly aligned ingredients such as imbued with elements of the Synchronic cycle, distinguished by both the heavenly stems and the earthly branches, all exhibit different effects.
하물며
Another aspect of this art to consider is that space-time itself is a variable that modifies the laws by which yin and yang operate. Thus, even if the same recipe were to be followed to the letter, the hour, and the minute, and the second during which the bolus is combined affects its qualities and characteristics. So the art of the following family recipes could yield boluses of varying effects.
효과가 다른 환이 제조되곤 했던 거군요. 수압된 환을
You must also remain wary of one or stores the bolus once they're complete. And once you remove them from shade, do keep in mind that always forging of boluses always remain acutely aware of the harmony and discord that exists between ingredients. Certainly have an exceptional high degree of expertise when it comes to boluses.
든든하오. 배합을 이런 식으로 시도해볼 생각을 가지는 건
Can I help but always depend on you so? You're the only person who has ever come up with such innovative ways to forge these boluses.
부작용을 극복할 만한 해결법.
We understand and take out the side effect in such a matter of moments. When we struggled with it for months, can I help but feel a change of shame before your skill?
그대들의 아량이 깊고
Consider this boon good
넓은
karma for your
세계에
vast and profound generosity.
가모님의
It is all thanks to your wisdom and
능력과
acumen,
덕택이죠.
Venerable GML.
오직 실력과 해안만
You have every reverence and admiration for coming this far, armed with nothing but your skill and wits.
우러러보아야 한다고 생각합니다. 그래야지
As they admire your achievements, they find hope as well.
옳은 말이지.
Of course,
입지가 얄팍해졌던
no one could have possibly foreseen that the Shi family would produce the next hierarch after all, especially someone without a proper plan. Well, that is not what I had intended to convey, Venerable Jima. If I have offended you by any chance, worry not, for you have spoken true. I understand that it was all thanks to the Kong family's generosity that I could rise. I know better than anyone that you could easily eliminate me before I had the chance to ascend to the family hierarch. And you would have done so had you wished for further solidify the Kong family position here. In fact, our hearts were truly stirred by the most unexpected outcome of the Fire Hierarch War. You have clutched victory with nothing but wisdom when all odds were against you. Not to mention, they were greatly appreciative of all the assistance that you graciously provided us. Safe compliments for please. I'm only honored that you saw any use for my significant tricks. After all, our collective pursuit is to prolong the eternal prosperity of Hongwon, is it not? My grandma, are you making new boluses again? Deep little about you. There's karma to be repaid. And do I have to keep coming here with you, Grandma? Yes, this beautiful scenery will not be complete without you as its witness. And you have treated this place with regularity, Honglu. Yes, grandmother often brought me here to play hand in hand. Are you guys done collectively spacing out? I've been thinking a while gone. And come with some quite interesting. And since the results of the second round are decided only when the time's up, I'm sure there are candidates out there coming up with strategies like collect a moderate amount of coins, find a nice hidden corner to lie low, and wait until everything blows over, and we might just walk away with a decent break, you know what I mean? There's many points of failure to that plan, but it would be indeed an appropriate strategy for candidates who are not so confident about their odds of combat. Give me a sec. Anyways, I'm back. Sorry about that. There are many points of failure. Oh, we're done. Right? But here's the thing. Wouldn't they make such a boring show if the most candidates are just hiding and doing nothing for the majority of the game? I mean, they even made the show gathering an audience for the song and dance. There must be. It's just a very subtle vibration that walked out of the lab into the hallways. And Wing Zhao must have felt it too. He stopped in his tracks and looked around. Hold on, do you guys hear that? It looks like this is where every fellowship comes to an end. It was short, but sweet exchange with you, about you. But I think you're the one who should hold the most questions. What? Once again ends, I hope we'll all find what we came for. We're planning on sticking with him through the entire round, but it's a bit sudden, huh? I guess it's better than a full-on betrayal. We're going separate ways just like that. There was no time to spare without worrying about him. Shit. Full speed toward the 3 o'clock direction. Go, go, go. What? Oh yeah, at least tell us what's going on. Alright, forward. The walls are rising from the floor. That's when the host's cheerful voice began booming from the speakers, excitedly explaining the situation. Let's keep things interesting with a new rule. And this one's for you, dear viewers, who must have been bored out of your minds with how safe the candidates were playing the things. Starting now, the walls are going to start closing off rooms and quarreling our candidates every set. Shrinking the arena. If you somehow end up trapped in the room, fail to make it to the shrinking area arena, well, that's an elimination, of course. Of course. Looks like it's real chaotic out there. Now let's try not to push your luck and get yourself stuck between walls. Okay? It'll be one of a clean job to scrape your bits off the wall to get moving. We got sprinting full speed to where the walls were starting to rise from the floor. The host slightly chipper tongue taunting us the whole time. Oof. Looks like some of you didn't make it. You were so close to an ouch. I spy a candidate who's been separated from her clan. Chaos, who's trying not to lose her coins of chaos. It was all from that one section, I think. But really. Second temporary alliance? Yeah. I swear she's gonna get a fist to her face before we leave this place. Oh man, I really should have done some cardio with you guys. Our legs were screaming at me to take a seat and rest, but we simply did not have the time to sit still. We got no choice but to keep on running. This place must have often must diversion for a child. Was it not drab or tedious? Grandmother really knew a lot about policies. Every time I was here, I would always watch her take command of the room, fiercely bringing about a storm of direction to orders from the researchers. So no, it wasn't drab or tedious, and well, thinking about it, back on it, and then grandmother summoned me to visit the place together. I think I felt a bit of happiness. Why? That's when Otis suddenly came to stop, raised her fist and motioned in a way that caught everyone's attention. She's been walking ahead into Vanguard. Stop. She saw something up ahead. Bigger up ahead. Solo. Please she's a candidate who separated from her clan. It should be easy coins for us if that's the case. Otis muttered with a bit of anticipation. I don't know. That's it. Did I right? Okay. seems she was in her element here.
오티스 씨.
Don't worry, Otis.
저와 안면이 있는 분이시네요.
I acquainted with her. However, contrary to Otis's wishes, she was not one of the candidates. Oh, it's Dayu.
설씨가의
She's a
호위를 한다는
bodyguard
거죠.
of the Zoo family candidate.
대호, 왜 혼자
Why are you
이곳에
here all alone,
남겨졌어?
Dayu?
신기하네. 방금까지 네
Not funny. I
생각을
was just thinking
잠깐 하고
about you.
오라버니.
You. For the briefest idea, Dayu's eyes looked at Honglu with disbelief before hardening into a stern expression. I must have alarmed you all with juice. Well, it came out of nowhere. Excuse me, my intentness has separated me from the rest of the clan. So you have no idea where the rest of your clan or candidates is? No.
하지만 여기에 있다가
Well, it's a different. But if a different candidate finds you here alone, they will attempt to eliminate you. Though I am but a follower, because it would be beneficial for them to do so.
대호, 그럼
There you
이곳에서
then. Have you been
계속
waiting here
따르는
all
자를
along, waiting for the
기다리려고
one you follow to return? Yes. I suppose I did in the belief that I was simply waited in the same place we get separated, but eventually come back for me. I fully believe the arena is constantly shrieking, that wouldn't take the risk of coming back here just to pick up a straggler. Of course, they wouldn't. The air between us have become popularly awkward with impressive rapidity. I suppose it could be said that you have a certain advantage of other candidates. You're more familiar with this place than anyone else, are you not? Silence again, just like then, just like when you refused to tell me anything to the end. In all those years, I was in your service at the complete annihilation of the Kong family. Big Will value. You're here. What happened now? You're looking so glum again. We're still playing the game you like, right? Oh, don't tell me. Are those meanies back at it again? I'll kick their butts with these new move I learned yesterday. No, it's okay. Don't worry, Daya. I still understand why they said those things to me, but I still think I could be their friend one day. You know what's about it? Do you know what the whereabouts of the venerable Jimu? She said she'll be at the lab for a little bit. Oh no, that's not good. I have something to tell her. It's actually very urgent. I need more of those bullets to maintain this body, but she wouldn't return my attempts to reach her. So I would pay her a visit myself, man. What the fuck? What just happened? What? What the fuck? Are you okay? Hey brother, hide behind me. He's not from Hongwon. Claw? I see, she must have not discarded her clone for over a week. Foolish girl, I warned her time and time again that either the clone with a clone brain or the original must be discarded within the week of abduction. Seems that she could have not bear to release the new body of hers, abandoned by the elements of both body and mind. But Brianna, is there anything we can do for her? The head will not suffer those who have broken their taboos to live. This is the omnipresent terror that casts over us. Those always watching, always present to appear no matter where you are. Even as you eat, even as you slumber, even as you are wed. Circumstances matters not. Context is meaningless. If the taboo is broken, they will be there, carry over the test sentence. Almost as they are the executors at the natural law. Let us leave here, Balyu. Be careful, don't touch her.
이미
I think she's gone, she's not breathing. But look, her eyes are still open.
이렇게 눈을 뜨고 있는데
That is so tragic. Seeing this shit at like 10 years old. Who's here? Jamie looks so sweet. Yeah.
눈은
I want to help her close her eyes. It's too cruel and sad for her to be all alone, even in her final moments,
아무도 남지 않은
looking at this lonely place.
오라버니
Oh, you? Then come here again tomorrow, then again the day after.
모레도 와. 어차피
Grandma brings me here every day anyway.
굳이 바라지 않아도
It's going to happen whether I want to or not. Why would I say such a thing, Dahlia? There.
왜냐하면
Because whenever I see you, I see
금방이라도
the face of someone who's just about ready to leave this world forever.
알았지?
Okay, promise you won't leave me alone here in here?
나도
Just as scared as this place as you are, it feels too big, too vast, but just by thinking about flying kites with you,
그래 조금은 괜찮아질
it all makes us feel a little better.
제적일이구나.
Construction day has begun, it seems.
저기를 나란
I hate these restructuring days. I hate the sound of those bells.
보가
This easy little value for the restructuring days will not have touched us. The garden only expands and never shrinks as the homes of the poor do. Grandma,
언젠간
you think Nungu can change? What has prompted this question?
왜냐하면
Because I
대관원이
want Dangguan to. Oh. Oh, hello. Minecraft. What is happening?
괜찮아요?
Are you okay?
잠깐 멈춰주세요.
Stop the palanquin.
이 사람을 붙잡아주세요.
Please, help me pull him up. He's gonna fall.
예. 예?
What? I'm sorry?
저자는 이미 글렀습니다.
Yeah, Master, it's too late for him.
저희가 도와드린다고 해도
I'll be now won't do any.
저렇게 고통스러워하고
How can I
있어서
just turn a blind eye and
어쩌겠어요?
pass him by like nothing's happening? He's right there, in pain.
도와주세요.
Please help me pull him up, please.
보가.
What about you? You cannot save them, let alone everyone.
그럴 땐
And if you cannot save everyone, it's wise if you try not to at all.
알아요. 모두를 구할 순 없겠죠. 그래도
I know I can't save everyone, but
저렇게 제 눈앞에서
at least this one person who's about to fall, please.
지난 제적일 때도
We struggled to move past this during the last restructuring days as well. Hold on, give me a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. You got to move past this during the last restriction day as well.
그리해서 네
Mr. Struggle managed to save even a single life.
아니요.
No.
그래도요, 할머니.
Still, Grandma. Still.
그러거라.
Try it, then.
깨닫는 편이 이를수록 좋을 테니.
It would be much better for you to learn this lesson early.
왜 그러니 보호가?
A little about you.
잘못.
I must have been mistaken. I thought I saw someone watching me. What the family made it stumbled before landing on a wall.
뭐예요? 어째서 다시 보고 싶지 않았던 옛날.
What was that? Visions of the memories I never wish to see again. Oh, she saw it too. Wait, she saw that too?
방금 우리가 본 걸 너도 본 거야?
You just see that too?
당신들.
What kind of?
단테. 좀 전에 이야기했던
Dante, perhaps this is another feature of the previously discussed expression of your abilities. So does that mean I can show other thin patterns to not sinners too? Wait a sec. Bit my tongue. It's totally out of my control. The possibility cannot be entirely dismissed, but it is unlikely that your ability is active with no suitable pattern. Make the mission that must be first met. I wonder what that might be. Wang Zhao from earlier seems infected by it. So how's the stream going? Your stream's going fine.
해볼 수 있는 추측은 감정의 고조와의 연관성.
Possible connections can be drawn to the rising levels of one emotions. Visions, even when they activated for the sinners, were brought on by certain emotional triggers. Whoa. In such case, an indifferent individual is one of a powerful memory that causes sinners. Emotional state directly spike could trigger a resonance effect. Hangul? Yeah. I ended up leaving you all alone in Bangwon. And in spite of your pleading, so your resentment is justified. You know that's not what I wanted to hear. Nothing. You refused to tell me anything about what happened here on that day. Your response, a smile. You're gonna see that hadn't changed. Honglu's only solace in those unwilling visits to the laboratory was that he got to spend time with Lin Dao. After that day, you wasted your days away, locking yourself with mounds of Bangwon, never leaving its premises even once. And when I inquired, you only make a smile, not giving me an answer all the time. I'll say. Until one day, completely out of the blue, you said you'd be leaving Dangwon. You weren't the only one who lost those important to them in the annihilation of the Kong family. In fact, did you ever truly care about anyone's image? There was silence. Questions were sharp and thorned. But Hong Lu made no attempts at making excuses or denying her accusation. Right, Daniel. So much worse than I have. So much that I can't even begin to imagine it.
설사 네가 모든 걸
Even
알게
if you were
된다고
meant to
한들
learn everything that
그
happened,
지식이
what knowledge will
네 아픔에 무엇을
do to
해줄 수
heal your
있을까?
pain?
괴로움도 즐거움도
All the suffering
전부
to joy,
찰나에
all the
불과한
joy.
거야.
They're just moments bound to be
그저
lost in time.
흘러갈 뿐이었으니
Trying to catch what is destined to slip away,
흘러간 걸
only bring
잡으려
pain to your
해도
heart, nothing more.
잡을 수 없어 마음만 괴로워질 뿐이겠지.
알고 있어요.
I know.
하지만 제가 무엇보다 견딜 수 없었던
But
건
what I really couldn't bear was, it's just what happened to you that
죄송합니다. 다소 감정이
apologies.
격해졌군요.
I lost myself for a moment. Okay.
주인도 아닌 다른
It was improper of me
후보자에게
to
이런
show such
감정을
emotion to a
드러내는 게
candidate who's not my
옳지
master,
않은
or even a
일이었습니다. 무례를
relative.
용서하세요, 오라버니.
Please excuse my impudence.
그 중요한 이야기 중에 미안한데 슬슬 자리를 옮겨야 할 것 같지 않아?
I was tweaking last stream. Because of what was happening in my Twitch stream, Twitch chat. So I'm really sorry about bringing this in the middle of the serious discussion, but don't you think we should probably get moving?
꽤 많은 시간이 지체되었습니다. 머지않아
Enough time has passed. We'll begin invading this space soon.
개옥,
Yeah.
네가 괜찮다면 우리랑 같이
How about you come with
움직이겠어?
us? Like, only if you like to, of course.
보차 노이를 만날 때까지만이라도.
I'll listen to me run into Big Sis. I'll try again.
그건 연민을 적선하시는 건가요, 오라버니?
Causing me a pinch of pity.
아니,
No, because this place is too dangerous to be alone.
오라버니와 함께 다닌다면
If I travel with you, will I see more of the bizarre visions?
기이한 환영을 다시 볼 수 있는 건가요?
글쎄.
Well, I don't
그건
know.
내가
That was the
아니라
manager's power, not
관리자님의
mine.
힘이라서 네가 계속 보는 걸 권하고 싶진 않지만 말리진 않을
I would
거야.
like to recommend going through more of these visions again, but I won't stop you.
그럼 실례하겠습니다.
I mean, please excuse
동행을
my
폐거되지
intrusion.
않도록
I'll try my utmost to not be a burden to you.
노력하겠습니다.
Okay then. Guess I'll be fighting. What? Okay then. Who's this new enemy going to be fighting anyway?
제한 명령 지역으로 이동.
옆에 좀 수상쩍은 문이 보이는데
The suspicious-looking door to the side. Should we check out what's inside? Yeah. What should we do?
네가 결정하던가. 반장이라면서.
Your choice. Several points, class president. Heathcliff replied not too long.
뭐 그럼
All right.
들어가 보죠.
Let's head right in then. Oh my lord. Oh. Oh. Okay then.
그래, 자연스러워.
Yeah, it's smooth moves issue. Let's just pretend none of that happened. Turn around and keep walking. What happened?
어떻게 된 거냐?
아니, 저는 이럴 줄 몰랐죠.
I just didn't expect that, you know? So does that mean we can move on like nothing happened? Or is it just a case of no backsies? That's when the host's voice, after a long silence, suddenly began buzzing again. My oh my, a certain candidate and his client elect bravely opened a mysterious door. But to immediately stand my shed in fear. Right, so I won't name names, but on account of it being rather embarrassing display of spinelessness. Hey, I'll give you guys a chance to rectify that. Manager Let's open the door once again. Post an agile craven. Go about. Should we not act swiftly? Doctor ran up to the door and began bouncing up and down. Genuine panic. Should we we did see some pretty ugly looking in there, but was it abnormality or distortion? I didn't feel anything like it around here.
그럼 더 문을 열기 싫어지는
I don't know.
바람인데
That also makes it worse.
조롱하는 말밖에 안 하는 것처럼 들려도 사회자가
It must seem
하는
like the
말에는
host
항상
is there
정보가
just to make
있었어요.
some goofy commentary on us. Everything she said so far has at least one grain of truth in it. So let's check out what's inside.
무엇인지 왜 여기에 저런 게
We
있는지는
don't know what's waiting for us in there unless we actually face it. It's now motivated to make up for earlier blunder. Confidently open the door.
저것의 목에 우리가 받은 것과 동일한 모양의 동전이 걸려 있다.
Yeah, Canto's really cool. Cool. Must be very cool. I'll go on your expectation. And going on my expectations of what you said, so I might as well. Another demonstration of Mercer's impeccable observation skills.
정말이네요.
You're right.
왜
Why is it wearing a coin?
동전이
그렇다면 정황상 저 괴물을 잡으면
Well, given the
저
circumstances,
동전을 얻을 수 있다는 거겠지?
given the circumstances, we can probably gain that coin by kicking this monster to the curb, right? We desire only to repent, and eternal repentance. We desire only to repent and eternal repentance. Yikes. Thing endlessly repeats an unknowable mantra. It sounded at once desperate and hopeless.
확실히 이형의 존재들은 아니네요.
We're certainly not abnormal beings.
네. 방금까지
Yeah, that's what just Canto said. Hunglim began as though he recognized them.
저분들은
They're
사람이에요.
people.
봉헌의 죄인들이죠.
Hung ones condemned. The condemned howled madly as they charged at us. I wish you good luck in this, Canto. What does that mean? Oh, speaking of, have you finished Canto 8?
너희 보조사서들은 나와 다를 바 없을 거야.
I gotta know the
사실의
details.
계획에 한껏 이의를 당하고 결국 버려진 신세잖아.
Because I remember a few streams ago, you haven't finished Canto 8.
너희도 마찬가지일 테고. 그러니 협력해줘서 단단한 책을 찾을 수 있어.
숨들을 도려내라.
태어난 곳이 돌아가.
새삼스럽지만 꽤 괜찮네. 제법이야. 의도는 모르겠지만 그걸로 공평해졌네. 꽤 지식에 매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게 말해.
Alright then. And that
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네.
wasn't that hard.
엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어.
Was not that hard.
당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그런
With a simultaneous kick. Oh. With a simultaneous click. The coins hanging from the condemned's neck clattered to the ground.
지금쯤이면 많은 후보자가 알아차렸겠지만
As many candidates must have realized by now,
동전은 대전장을 돌아다니면서
Kim provides contestants with many ways to obtain these precious coins.
그 방법은 방에 마련된 전투일 수도 있고
You can gain them by completing battles special rooms, or aha! Another candidate has obtained some coins. Despite the host's energetic voice, we couldn't help but be disturbed by what Hongwu said.
공무원
Gonend of Hangwon. What is it like? What is the implication of particular choice of elimination? Hangwell?
예전에 어르신들께서
Years ago, the elders
제게
had told me many,
들려주신
many
여러
fables
가지
and
옛날
legends.
이야기들이 있었어요. 그리하여 얼굴 위로는
And a
달걀이
rooster's crest is
있고
grafted over this
다리 아래로는
visage.
염소의 굽이 움직이고
The goat's hoof must move beneath
고목이
the legs.
되었으니
And the elder tree's branches extends from the arms.
영원 무궁의
Just closer Dongwon
가까워지고
grows
있어.
to boundless eternity.
판에 대한 실험을
Experiments regarding expected bolus technology, is it?
직접 본 적은 없지만 대관원의 지하
I
어딘가에
haven't seen it myself, but I once heard that the
은밀하고
laboratory,
귀중한 화두를
beneath
위한
even the
실험실이
basements of Dongwon,
존재한다고.
built to research secretive and valuable boluses,
그 실험을 죄인들을 상대로
and they
벌였던
experimented on the prisoners.
적지 않은 날개에서 심심치 않게 벌이는 일이긴 하지.
It's not exactly a unique practice among wings.
모든 화는
I believe that the smallest speck of greed lies at the origins of misfortune.
분명 홍은이 원하였던 불로장생.
I do believe that the definition of immortality that Hangwon
이런
which,
모습을 가지고 시작한 게 아닐 겁니다.
originally saw is the same as the one they seek now. Ricardo or Don Quixote? Where is Ricardo or Don Quixote? I don't know. Why are you asking? So you saw is the same as the one they seek now. What took you so long, Big Bro Balyo? Yeah? Hold on. Anyways, I'm back. What took you so long, Big Bro Balyo?
미안.
Sorry, Vimu's experiments went on longer than planned.
좋겠다.
That's so cool. I want to see what they do in there too.
보고 싶어. 왜 형만 들어가? 내가 가도 잘 배울 수 있는데.
No fair. Why are you the only one who gets to go in there? Well, I'm a fast ladder too.
난 배우러 가는 게 아니야.
I'm not going in to learn anything.
그럼?
And how come?
모르겠어. 그냥
I don't know. I'm
보는 거야.
just there to watch.
이상하다. 형은 우리랑 다르게 노력 안 해도 걱정 없이 살 수 있을
I'm alone,
텐데.
lonely. I'm so lonely. Staying it as an obligation? Dude, it's not like you have to work for anything like we do. To live a nice life, bro.
가문의 옥이라서 그런가?
Maybe because you're the prestige of our family.
야, 가환. 너 그런 말 쓰는 건 안
Hey,
좋다고
Han,
말했지?
I told you not to say stuff like that,
무슨
didn't I?
표현을 했는지 보여줘.
What is it? One new moves I learned yesterday.
미안해. 다음부터는 안
No,
그럴게.
sorry. I will do that again.
아무튼 오늘은
Anyways, today we're going to play a ball game.
공을 서로 차서
And here's how it works. We're gonna start by kicking this ball at each other's. And one who lasts the longest while dropping the ball wins.
그런 놀이를 왜 해?
What's the point of playing a game like that? Because
재밌잖아.
it's fun. Duh.
나는 환 만들기 놀이하고 싶은데.
I wanna play a bullets making game.
모래들이랑 자갈이랑 나뭇잎이랑 씨앗을 섞어서
Gather a bunch of sand and pebbles, leaves, and seeds to make bullets. Best bullets wins. Yeah, it's nice to see them as kids.
안 돼.
No can do.
모름지기
Remember,
임시와
I'm from the
가짜의
Lin family,
아이들이라면
and you guys
공부 있게
are from the G
놀아야지.
family. Children of these noble families shouldn't play as a nerd game like that.
형도 낄래?
Hey, well, big bro, wanna come play with us?
하나.
Ooh, who is this?
나는 그 엄숙한
Oh, little
경기에
Hans, I'm
제일
sorry.
차지가 못
As
되는
much as I would like to join you in that very serious game of yours, I don't think she'll let me play.
내가 가면 규칙 위반이라고 대우기가 한 소리 할 거 아니냐?
They're just gonna give both of you and me an earful about the games, about the rules. If you drag me into the game, isn't it that right?
가환, 너 일부러 빠지려고 그러는
Yeah, I'm
거지?
on. Are you trying to pull out of the game? Aren't you?
알았어.
Fine. Let's play that bullets making game once we're done. The ball game.
그리고 내일은
Well, we'll play whatever big bro value
좋아하는 놀이를
favorite game
하는
is.
거야.
How's that for a plan, huh?
나는
Aye.
다 좋은데.
I'm good with anything, really.
그래도
But what do you
오라버니가
want to
좋아하는
play?
게
Here's some
하나도
homework for
있을
you.
거 아니야.
What do you mean tomorrow? You better have come up with something you like, okay?
조급함일 줄은
Understand that I may be letting these impatience get the better of us. Me, but
지난번에 언지란 그 13번째 흑수에 대한
how are you saying about the plan regarding 13th branch of the Horseshoe Pact?
언제 내가 실패한
Have I ever let you down?
가문의 힘은 흑수에서
Ultimately, a family power comes from the Horseshoe family they wield. Yet ever since the olden days, there have been but 12 branches of them, which is what maintains the stalemate between the great families. Yes, the Horseshoe Pact are the shadow of Dangwon. Those desperate and capable limbs, yet they have the fallings and immense physical cost that follows their explosive strength. Even if you would a Horseshoe Pact, it is difficult to expand their numbers as the population is strictly controlled by the Horseshoe examiner of each branch. Indeed, no one could attempt to create a branch for the Horseshoe examiner and have concealed their unique bullish recipes. Yeah, I'm wise in the bullets making, in arms, the Zaren's insight. With the help from the Kong family, this is certainly a valuable endeavor. The Kong family once led the forefront of the city's medical sciences with the bioengineering achievement, yet now, listen no. The family's place in the city is quite curious. There have been developments for easier treatments, better modifications, and superior singularities arising from all the corners of the city. At first, they were only subjects of study and research, but through various applications, many of them are now entering the stages of mass commercialization. H Corp will fall by the wayside if the current trend continues, and one day it may even decline so far as to prey to award the wings. Hangwon hides many valuables, secrets, as they often pass down from generation to generation. Certain areas within the territory even lead to ruins as well. Many winds even consider it as a treasure to the chest to be cracked upon.
이런 상황에서
For the city to fear
우리
Hongwon,
안산에
to fear the Han family, must wield absolute power, a power that perhaps a new branch of Kyoshu mass production capabilities could provide.
아내에게는
Would you keep this a secret from my wife?
이 실험이 성공하게
I would like this success to be a happy surprise for her.
사실은 몇 달 전에
And truth, we received news from the doctors we may have managed to conceive a child.
아이가 태어날 때 맞춰서
Thus, if we were to see coincide the event with our discovery of this auspicious path toward what was once considered an impossibility,
대관원뿐만 아니라 홍원의 모든 이들에게
would it not be a
기뻐할
happy cause for all Dongwon, no, Hangwon, to rejoice?
우리 공가에서 지원할 수 있는 것이
If you require any assistance, materials, or people, simply say the word, and us, Hong family, shall provide.
그러니까
And so shall we let this be a secret between you and me.
유념하지.
Duly noted, I will prepare a special bolus to celebrate this birth of a new life.
오늘은 이만
It seems to be a good time to return home for the day, little Balyu.
할머니,
Grandma, why do you look so happy today?
기분이 좋아 보이시나요?
우둔한 태여가
The Dodgers fish have snacked the bait I have been preparing for a long time. What does that mean?
못본 척하기에는
The offer must have been far too tantalizing for them to simply let it pass.
제 아무리 인자함으로 꾸미고
The Kong family's pretentious overconfidence remains the marker of their bloodline.
내력으로 남아 있는 게 틀림없는 것이지.
They have done what hiding it underneath the veil of generosity that one's nature cannot be overcome. What does that mean? Now let us hurry. The revered Zairin awaits us. Ooh. Then Dayu has peered into the memory as well with the rest of us. The ball game. She fell into a brief contemplative silence as she seemed to recall a long-forgotten memory.
그날은
I remember you.
오라버니가 이겼지.
You won that game.
몸을 쓰는 놀이에서
I remember it because
처음으로
it was the first time you ever beat me in a game of physicality.
기억이 납니다. 모래가 몸에
I remember
잠든
being covered head to toe in sand.
가환이
I remember Jaehan whining about that little scratch on his hand.
볼상을 짓고
그랬었구나.
So we did. Honglu muttered as though he was talking about something that happened an eternity ago. Dayu shook her head, shaking herself from reminiscence.
13번째 흑수. 그것이
The 13
무엇이죠?
hosts, what is it? Does this have to do with taboo?
금기와 관련된 건가요?
Doesn't it?
대혁, 아주 옛날에도 그랬었지만
Dayu, much time has passed since then, but
네가 어떤 것을 물어도 또 내가 어떤 것을
no matter what question you ask me, no matter what reply I give it, it will not be the answer you want.
그것은 오라버니의
That is not
판단이군.
up for you to decide.
원하는 결과가 기다리지 않을
You'll
텐데
never find what you seek.
무엇을
Why even try to gain it, and for what?
나는 그 물음에 의미가 없다고
That's why I always replied
생각했단다.
that your questions were such meaningless
지켜만
inquiries.
볼 뿐이고.
That's why I do no more than deserve. Honglu, are you okay with seeing all these memories? Honglu tilted his head to the side curiously, as though he couldn't understand why I asked such a question.
좋고
I don't think it matters whether I am okay with it or not. It just feels unfamiliar. It wasn't just a memory I wanted to forget.
그렇다고
Or was it
해서
a memory I
다시
wanted to
떠올리고
recall?
싶은 기억도
Anyway,
아니었거든요. 그 당시 제가 받아들였던
those emotions I
감정이나
felt
기분이
then feel so distant
전부
from me now.
멀어져서 지금은 마치
I feel like
위에서
I'm looking
내려다보고
down
있는
on them,
느낌이에요.
somewhere so high up.
그래서 괜찮냐는 것에는 무엇라 답해야 할지 모르겠네요.
So I don't know what to say a question like, are you okay?
저에게는 더 이상 변할 게 없으니까요.
Because I have nothing more to change.
홍루군의 기억으로 미루어 보아.
It made me gather that from Honglu's memories,
가모라는 자가
it will say it was Chiume who made the first suggestion of precision to 13th Kyushu branch.
하지만 공씨 가문도 실험을 원했던.
However, it also appeared that desire was mutually shared by the Kong family as well.
문패에 적혀 있던 것처럼 탐욕에 미쳐 있다는 생각은 들지 않네요.
But it didn't seem like they were driven mad with greed like the plague suggested. He certainly had ambition, I won't deny, but still.
맞아요.
Right? I know I only had this vague feeling to go on, but it seems like they really wished the best of Hong-won.
이곳에 30년이 채 안
But I've come to realize that my almost 30 years of my life, and here is this,
인품과 성정이
is that exceedingly rare to find a leader who was generous in both character and temper.
대부분의 사람은 타인에게 기회를
Most refuse to give anyone other than themselves a chance. Everyone's so blinded to everything but their immediate profit and interest. But the people of the Kong family, at least the ones I remember, sought to give others a chance, at the very least.
입지 하나 없던 저희 임씨가 그나마 호위 가문의 자리까지 올라올 수 있었던 것도 출신이 아닌
It's only by the support our Lin family, formerly so significant, could become a family of guards because they prioritize selection by merit, not by the nobility of their birth.
하지만 공가가 멸문한 뒤로는 그 견고한 4대 가문 외에는
But once the Kong family was eradicated, every family other than the four pillars lost any means of upward mobility. So when I heard that they were simply gone all because they were blinded by greed, it felt as though I was just a child then, but I vividly remember the crushing feeling. It was devastation, because I no longer had any place to return to. Man, you've been dealt a heavy hand, huh? It was a hard one. Must have been a hard one out there. Regardless of the revelations, however, the family hire war was still going on. So with Gregor searching more to consolation, we moved on from the area, away from the rising walls. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it right here. 3 coins. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.